knack for sneaking up on students. I didn't mean to. Good afternoon. How are we doing? Welcome to the third annual UC Honor Band. Started this 3 years ago when I first came, and it's been a success every year. And good recruiting tool for me, but also I get to meet enjoy meeting all the band directors and parents and families and all the students, and I get to bring in good friends of mine. And, so for this first band, we have Mr. Drew Shandon, who's a 2023 graduate from UC. And he directed the Red Band, and then I'll introduce the next one. But you'll find their bios in the program, and that's all I really have to say. But we're glad you're here, and we hope you enjoy the concert. And it's very good going. So please welcome Mr. Drew Shandon.
All right, that first one that we played was Mad Dash, and it captures the craziness of all the activities that happen at a circus. These next two that we're doing are, they're focusing on the region of Appalachia. So this first one that you're going to hear is called Shenandoah Valley, and it has the folk song Shenandoah and some other stuff. And then after that, we'll play a really lovely piece that depicts the sunrise around the Appalachian Mountains called Appalachian. So this is Shenandoah Valley and Appalachian. from the Civil War where the Union soldiers stole a train from the Confederacy, and it is all the chaos that ensued from that chase. We have had a really great time this weekend. The students have played really, really well, and I wanted to say thank you to all of you for supporting your students in this. Music is something that oftentimes gets relegated to the side, and so it's really, really encouraging to see all of the music that's happening in this area, and you are a great testament to that. So students, please give them a round of applause for supporting you. Thank you so much for being here today, and we hope you enjoy the great locomotive.
That's okay. We're first up. So, next band is the Blue Band. And this is a good friend of mine, and I didn't realize how long it did. So earlier he said we've known each other for 20 plus years. So it's been a while. We went to graduate school at the University of Iowa, and he's from Canada. So he's a very good friend of, and he was very excited to come down and work with this band, and they've enjoyed having him. So please welcome Dr. Darren Olerking from the Blue Band.
program, it says music to be selected throughout. We're not playing everything in the program today. Not because they can't play it, it's just we are mindful of time and mindful of the time we had together and focused on some different things. But I brought a fair amount of Canadian repertoire with me. It is one of my passions in terms of researching Canadian repertoire. So the next piece we're going to play is by a very good friend of mine named Peter Meakin, originally from Great Britain, but he immigrated to Canada about 10 to 12 years ago for love. He married a band director in Canada, and he is a world-renowned composer, writing for all different levels, for professional ensembles, for school ensembles, professional soloists, and everything in between. This is a piece that was commissioned by a mutual friend of ours, a band director originally from the province of Alberta, named Jeff Bryant. And Jeff wanted a piece to celebrate his mother. His mother passed away a couple of years ago, but he was very specific to Pete that it can't be an elegy, it can't be sad, it can't be mournful. He wanted a true celebration. So Pete took this away, and he came up with this piece called Hummingbird, the Angel's Messenger. And in many different cultures, the hummingbird is seen as a symbol where our loved ones who have passed on are coming back to tell us that everything is okay, to reassure us in times of our own maybe strife or when we are down. The hummingbird sometimes appears, and Pete said as he was playing this piece outside of his window, a hummingbird actually came, and he could see that while he was writing. So we hope you enjoy Hummingbird, the Angel's Messenger, and we have a very special guest with us on piano. We have another Dr. Warfield, the chair of the department here at UC that's going to play the piano. We hope you enjoy Hummingbird, the Angel's Messenger by Peter. they might say I'm Monty Python, and now for something completely different. Another Canadian piece, this is written by another friend of mine, Kate Nishimura. Kate was a band teacher in the Toronto area and was dabbling a little bit in composition, writing a few little things for students here and there. And the Canadian Band Association has a competition for emerging composers where we encourage folks who haven't been widely published for band, or maybe you're just thinking about that, to compose a piece for a developing ensemble, not a high-level professional or university group, and to submit it for adjudication as part of this competition. Well, Kate wrote this piece in 2016. She submitted it for the 2017 competition. I was on the panel. Spoiler alert, it was clearly the best piece of that year. So she won the competition, and it inspired her to leave teaching and become a full-time composer. And she has been wildly successful in composing, not just for band, but for small ensembles and choirs. So it's a really great story of how something like that little competition can give someone some confidence to get into this realm. So this is a piece entitled Chasing Sunlight. And Kate is inspired heavily by nature, by things around her. And this was part of the origin behind this was she was driving west and the sun was setting at the end of the highway. And she felt like she was just chasing the sunlight, trying to catch it. And then all of the things, all the excitement of driving quickly on the highway and all of the beauty that surrounds it. So this should give you the feeling of soaring across the highway, flying through the air, chasing the sunlight by Kingfisher. invite some friends up. They can come and get set up while I chat. I want to echo Mr. Shannon's comments about thanking everybody who is supporting music in their community, in your community. This doesn't happen without great teaching and support in schools and in the community. It doesn't happen without great support at home from families and neighborhoods and communities. So thank you to everybody who has had any part in getting these incredible human beings onto the stage with an instrument in their hand and making beautiful music. So thank you very much. So we have our last piece, the slight misprint in the program. It says the trombone. It's the Trombone King. So the piece is called The Trombone King, written by Carl King. And I'll share, we shared this story with the students earlier. So yes, I have known and enjoyed the company of the Warfields for the last 20 years when I was in grad school at the University of Iowa. They welcomed my wife and I, these wide-eyed Canadians that moved down to the States for the first time to live and study at the University of Iowa. And I'll share the story of my audition at the University of Iowa. So I come in and audition to be a conducting graduate student. So I have to conduct the top band at Iowa, which is terrifying because they are a fantastic ensemble. And it couldn't be a more Canadian story. On the Saturday before my audition, I took a pocket face in my hockey game, and I had a massive black eye. So now I'm coming down. Hi, how are you? Trying to impress everybody, and I've got this massive shiner on my face. So I knew a few folks I met, a few folks in the band at previous events. One of them being Dr. Warfield and some friends. They showed up to my audition in hockey jerseys. So I'm standing in front of the University of Iowa Symphony Band, and I see a couple of friends, now that I've called dear friends, but at the time, kind of met them a couple times, and they're wearing hockey jerseys to support me and my black eye as I tried to conducting it into grad school. And one of them was a clarinet player, and he put eyeliner around his eye. So as I'm conducting it and cueing, and he's looking up at me with this big fake black eye. It was great. So that was a harbinger of things to come and why we are such good friends and why I value our friendship all these years. So we have invited Dr. Warfield at the UC Trombone Studio to join us in playing the Trombone King. Carl King was known as the March King. He was originally from Iowa. At 16 years old, he literally ran away from home to join the circus, and he became a circus musician. And by his late teens, he was writing and directing and arranging music for that circus that he ran away to. Every teenage boy's dream in 1960. So we hope you enjoy the Trombone King. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope you enjoy this piece. Yeah, good.